Hello. So it's been a while since I've done a Bing chat or adventures in Bing chat video, and yeah, so I think it's time for another one. Short story long here. So the other day I was going through my Google alerts, and I'm sure I've mentioned this in several videos on the channel, where I, for a long time now, since I found out about Google alerts, probably 10 years ago maybe, I have all these Google alerts set up. What I've been doing recently, specifically through one email account, is to have lots of ones related to foundation models, and also things like Bing Chat and Copilot. And what was interesting, the other day I got an alert to say that there'd been a tweet from the Bing channel about asking people about what they're using Bing Chat for. So I posted that I'd been doing these adventures in Bing Chat, and I didn't really expect to get a reply as such. But then today I get a reply asking me about whether there was any more stories about Pink Mouse Dave and the Philosopher. So I thought, what the hell, let's have another story about Pink Mouse Dave and the Philosopher. And I thought I'd tie it up with something else I've mentioned I'm reading at the moment. I just did I don't know if the video's dropped yet actually. It probably has by the time this video will go out. It'll come out around about the same time. But I've just done a video about a book I bought recently called Strange Code, which ultimately ends up talking about esolangs, but on the route there takes some interesting turns through programming languages generally, doing like a cherry-picked review of mainly programming languages that are specific to certain paradigms, to just give you a sort of whistle-stop tour, and then goes through essentials of programming languages, Turing machines. I'm about here at the moment on Forth and Snowball, both of which actually I'm aware of, although the last time I went anywhere near these would have been mid-80s maybe? Mid to late 80s, I think. And then I've got to look forward to the main part of the book, really. What the book to some degree is all about is esolangs, esoteric programming languages. So I thought I'd blend that all into a story. So here's the prompt. I've given this a couple of runs and tweaked it several times. So, can you write a story about the time that Pink Mouse Dave and the Philosopher attempt to learn the esolang Malbolge? I don't think this is covered in the book actually, but I wanted to pick something that was pretty impenetrable, during which the Philosopher has a short existential crisis and Dave misplaces something important, possibly his sanity. But then Dave proposes developing his own language, CHEEZEBOL4. Dave thinks it's cool if they imply it's on version 4, as it makes it look like the language has been around longer. Well, companies have done that before, so... Towards the end of the story, they both decide programming with esolangs is just too hard, and learning Forth might be easier, so they give that a go. We'll see. Please include appropriate code snippets in Malbolge. I think I'm saying that right. CHEEZEBOL4 and Forth as part of the storyline. So let's see what particular mousehole this takes us down, and what cheese-based shenanigans we can look forward to. It's a rainy Saturday. I've noticed they all seem to start this now. It's a rainy Saturday afternoon, so they decide to browse the internet for fun and challenging activities. I don't know about that. I'll have a beverage because I don't know how long this is going to take. Now, of course, I'm not going to be fact checking this, so yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know too much about the ins and outs of Malbolge, apart from it's very strange. And I think Dave this time around might be having a bit of a meltdown, and the philosopher is trying to be optimistic. Sometimes I run this and it's round the other way. Oh, Dave is throwing his hands in the air. Oh, philosopher, now he's being sagely. Okay. Oh, Dave's lost his mouse. Your mouse has been kidnapped by Malbolge. Uh-oh. And took your sanity too. Looks like he's on his own. So I'm not going to, this is going through pretty fast, so I'm not going to read this all out. I'll include the prompt in the description, so you could just run this it's, if you feel so inclined. Oh, we've jumped. How are we jumping between CHEEZEBOL and Malbolge? Oh, I see. Hang on. Oh, looks like we've got it. Oh, now he's broken his keyboard. He wondered if Dave had gone insane or he'd reached enlightenment. Right, I'm going to continue with the story, but I just want to work out at one point we went from programming Malbolge to inventing CHEEZEBOL4. Oh, I only had, oh, there we go. Oh, I see. So he's not going to write in Malbolge. He's going to write in his loan language. CHEEZEBOL4. It only has 4 instructions, C-H-E-Z. C means copy, H means hello, E means end, and Z means cheese. Prince Cheese, okay. Hello cheese. C00. What's that? Copy 0 to 0. Well, seeing as I don't have a CHEEZEBOL4 compiler or interpreter, I don't know if I can actually validate the code there. Although, whatever he's running it on doesn't like it easier. Doesn't like it easier, doesn't like it either. Let's continue the story. Looks like the philosopher is having a go at Malbolge. So there is a little bit of a serious side to this. Sometimes I'll do this, not necessarily with Pink Mouse Dave and the Philosopher. It's quite interesting when you're learning a new subject to actually get Bing Chat to create a story based around that subject. Works well with, like, if you got you're learning like a new area of philosophy, and you've got 2 philosophers who are in sort of opposition with that particular domain of philosophy. You can get it to write a story about argument or some sort of discussion between them. So I found it pretty useful actually for doing those sort of things. So yeah, if you're learning something new, sometimes it's good to get it to write a story, and then the process of that, actually fact check the story, and then you learn more about what it is you're learning about. Oh wow, it's getting pretty deep here. Here's a we get it to. So if you ever get this happen, so this has been happening a lot with this particular story for some reason. I think the prompt definitely needs more work. If it was a serious prompt, I would spend time doing that. And in some ways, I'm wondering if it doesn't know whether it's finished. And so the sort of follow-on prompts I'm getting don't say, "I'll carry on with the story," but what I can do is to continue with the story instead. Let's see if it does that, because I don't think it's gone to talking about Forth yet. Maybe I should have said please continue with the story actually. But not in Malbolge. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, Forth is not an esoteric programming language. It's just, I think as it puts it in here, an atypical. It's worth a look at it on a serious note. Plays around with the stack. Of course, you can learn about the stack in other languages, but Forth spends a lot of time on the stack. What's this? Oh, never got a reply. He never got Dave's mouse or sanity back. So Dave the mouse lost his mouse and his sanity. He never heard from Dave or Malbolge again. Oh, that sounds very sad. Let's carry on with the story. Beware the esolang. Oh, there we go. Well, there we go. We've got a nice little multiple choice question. Okay, let's just run down this. This looks actually quite interesting. Which of the esoteric language programs is based on the game of chess? CHEEZEBOL. Which of these esoteric languages is based on the periodic table of elements? Chemistry. I don't know if there's such a... Now, there's ABC, isn't that the precursor to Python? They're just making these up. Dot dash, brain anatomy, all of the above. Esolang, turtled, All of the above. Piet. Is which of these is esoteric programming languages based on the visual representation of ASCII art? There's Carol. There's Jabberwockies. He wondered if there was any point in wondering anything at all. I think we'll end the story there. So I'll include this prompt in the description to the video. Use as you see fit. And yeah, thanks once again for watching. Bye for now. And I will catch you in the next, hopefully more serious video.